Alright, here you go. You ready?
Oh, I gotta get your feet in there. Alright, talk up.
Have you ever gotten off an exit from the interstate and when you stop at a light, you see someone holding up a sign? The sign might read, hungry, homeless, anything helps, God bless you. Maybe you would try not to make eye contact or you double check that your doors are locked. I know because I'm guilty of doing the same thing. But today, I would like to convince you to respond in a different way. That person that you avoided eye contact with is just a person the same as you and me. Many times, these people are even veterans who defended our country and our freedoms. First, we need to understand that being homeless does not equal being lazy or crazy. The high cost of housing is a major contributor to homelessness. I've always been told that in order for a home to be in your budget, it should be no more than 30% of your income. This can be very difficult to do when working a minimum wage job and supporting one or more than one kids. According to Matt Hannafay in his article in the Daily Herald, the high cost of housing takes away the cushion that people need in case of a medical emergency or job loss. When these people lose their minimum wage job, it completely throws them off because they have to prioritize food and other essentials over paying their mortgage. It is sad to say that many of the homeless population are veterans. Although there have been many efforts to support veterans, many still find themselves living on the street. Many veterans also suffer from PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder. According to the Florida Times Union, veterans struggling with PTSD are shelter averse. Because veterans are living in the shelters with all the noise and the people, we have to find a way to be accommodating to them on an individual basis. Children also make up a big portion of homeless people. 1/4 of the homeless population is made up of children in homeless families, according to Martha Burt in What Will It Take to End Homelessness. The majority of the time, these children have no choice but to be homeless. When these children are raised homeless, they are most likely not in school, eating healthy, or in proper clothing. This can lead to mental and physical setbacks for these children. However, the foster care system doesn't seem to offer any better solutions. According to Martha Burt, a period in foster care is a strong predictor for future homelessness. The circumstances of homelessness are not the entire issue because homelessness affects you too. Even if you don't stop and roll down your window to give a homeless person some money for food, it's still costing you. Homeless people are constantly arrested for not paying tickets and their jail time is paid for by our tax dollars. Some of the homeless people will even purposefully commit minor crimes just to spend a night in a warm jail instead of the freezing cold weather. According to the High Cost of Homelessness, an article in the Sarasota Herald Tribune, it costs $73 per day per inmate. This article also mentioned that it is hard to say how many of the inmates are homeless as their housing situations are self-reported. But according to the article, if just 100 out of the 1,000 inmates are homeless, that makes an annual cost of $2.6 million. Yet another cost that many people may not consider are healthcare costs. Many times, a homeless person will be rushed to the emergency room only to be unable to pay their bill. It is also not uncommon to see homeless people picked up and taken to the psych ward of a hospital, also something they can't pay for. In an article by Molly Lowry, she states that a homeless woman cost us taxpayers a heap of money as she circulated in and out of psych wards and jails. Now that I told you how homelessness happens and why it happens, let's talk about a solution. There are many shelters available for homeless people to go to, but many times they lack funds and foods, so consider making a donation. If you are not in a place to make a donation, then you may consider donating your time. You could serve meals or help with activities at a homeless shelter. If you're unable to donate money, food, or time, then consider simply spreading the word to your friends who may be able and willing to help out. Maybe you're the type of person who will roll down your window and give someone holding a sign a few dollars to get a nice hot meal. There really is something out there for everyone, and it's time that we all get involved and help put an end to homelessness in our communities. I hope now that you will not stereotype homeless people, as we have gone over many different ways that a person can end up on the streets. In the words of Martin Luther King Jr., everyone can be great because anybody can serve. You don't have to have a college degree to serve. You don't have to make your subject and verb agree to serve. You only need a full heart of grace, a soul generated by love. I want to encourage you to take some time and serve somebody else this week. What can you do to help end homelessness? Thank you, guys.